What's up YouTube, Cuber Chris here. In today's video we've got new 3x3s from Gan, Dianching, Qiyi, Yushin, and some swag Christmas style from Speedcube Shop. Let's get into it. If you're here for something specific, make sure to check the description for timestamps. Otherwise, thanks for being along for the ride and be sure to subscribe. Check out this new mat. I love it. I'm not kidding when I say I think this is my favorite mini mat from Speedcube Shop ever. Also, check out these stands. They look really nice. 3 different ones, 2 white with nice designs and 1 blue. Big fan of these. I know not everybody likes stands. There's some haters, but for me, I like them. These bags though are amazing. Check out the 4 designs. They're absolutely gorgeous. Nice material. You know I'll be using these. Speaking of things I'll definitely be using. Oh, this candy cane lube smells amazing and I am so excited to try it out. Oh yeah, this puzzle can finally take its rightful place at the throne of my shrine of blue puzzles. But seriously though, look how gorgeous it is. There are some seriously precise and intricate cuts on that white side, and it turned out so fantastic. Look at all the shades. Kind of reminds me of a recent project I did with Speedcube Shop stickers on a Melon M, the monochromatic puzzle. Love it, love it, love it! Alright, kicking it off with our first speed cube of this video. This is the new version 2 of the Yushin Little Magic. For those that don't know, the Little Magic is one of the most popular budget puzzles of all time. They then released a version 1 of the Magnetic, which is actually the first video I did on this channel. That puzzle was okay, not that great. They made changes to the plastic and changes to the springs that really were downgrades in my opinion. So I'm excited for this puzzle. Let's open it up and take a look. It comes with a kind of bizarre stand and a little tool. Okay, so right away I'm noticing the glossy plastic. You can see it reflecting in the light on the video as well. That's the same thing they featured in the first magnetic version, but that was not on the original. I know some of you guys like glossy plastic quite a bit, so keep that in mind. This puzzle does have the gloss. It also has a very sandy and scratchy feel out of the box. That will likely go away with break-in and certainly with some lube, but just calling it out that it does exist. It feels to me like the springs aren't as firm as the V1, so perhaps they listened to us and fixed that. I'll know more once I play with it somewhat, but yeah. I really don't know what else to say about this guy. Let me know if you want me to do an in-depth review on it later. It's a pretty adequate budget puzzle for a fair price, though it doesn't have a lot of adjustment features. I guess we could take a quick look inside. Oh wow, they've really changed the design on the pieces quite a bit. Hopefully I can get it in the camera. That didn't exist at all on either of the first 2 versions. The budget non-magnetic and the budget magnetic. So yep, there's the magnets, got nice little slots for them. So yeah. All around a decent puzzle. If you're looking for gloss, this is actually a pretty good option at a fair price. The only thing I don't really like about it is that stand. It's horrendous. Alright, up next we have the new MP from Qiyi. Qiyi has released a lot of budget cubes over the years, so they're now starting to compete in this sort of entry to the mid-tier. This puzzle I think is like 17 bucks. What is this? It kind of looks like a whale. That's like a goldfish cracker. Yum. I'm sure that's going to be used for adjustment or something like that. Won't need that. Let's take a look at the actual puzzle. It's pretty nice. Don't need either of those things. Pretty nice that it comes with the box that the X-Man Tornado comes with and that like the Valk Elite came with. I really actually quite like these. It's a nice place to store cubes. Keep them free from dust and it just looks nice. Oh, that's so satisfying every time. So yeah, let's get this stuff out of here and just kind of take a look at this puzzle. Okay, so it has an interesting feel. I'm getting obviously really bad corner cutting out of the box. That's pretty typical of a Qiyi puzzle. That usually gets better with break-in and proper setup. I'm noticing really strong magnets right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and just kind of do some random turns. Has a hollow feel.
I've heard people say this should feel similar to the Tornado. I'm not really getting that at all. It's quite unique feeling. I've actually heard that this is like a dumbed down version of the Tornado, so I'll be curious to see if the pieces look the same or not. They're not necessarily feeling the same. Let's go ahead and do a quick solve. Okay, so after just one solve, I can tell you this doesn't feel at all like the Tornado to me. And I took some pictures. You can see there's the edges. Here are the corners. They are substantially different. So yes, they sort of borrowed a similar look, but feel not as much. The core, they used the mechanism that they had in the Tornado, a little bit of a dumbed down version. But the puzzle itself is substantially different. So yeah, just wanted to call that out. If you're wanting a slightly cheaper version of the Tornado, you will not have found that in this puzzle. Plus, I would say, in my opinion, the Tornado is just far better than this. And given that it's only a few dollars more expensive, I would frankly recommend the Tornado over this puzzle. I think Chi might not have had the best pricing strategy when it comes to the MP. This probably should have been a $10 to $12 puzzle and it would have done a lot better. But it is what it is. Got a nice case. And yeah, looking forward to breaking this in a little bit more. All right, let's take a look inside here. This is the new Diancheng Solar S. They released a magnetic 3x3 earlier this year. It was basically a knockoff of the Meilong. Okay, so we have a core, some screws and springs, and a screwdriver, of course. We have extra center caps. This is really interesting because nobody liked the center caps on their last puzzle. They looked like this, and it was effectively the only thing they had done different than Moyu. So now they moved away from that, but they still want it just in case. Let's take a look at this puzzle. Black internals. Nice, good feel to the magnets. That actually flows pretty decently. This looks a heck of a lot like a GAN, I've got to say. So maybe they've moved away from trying to knock off Moyu and they're doing it for GAN now. This doesn't feel bad though. For like 12 bucks, this is a pretty nice option, I can already say. It's not perfect from a stability standpoint. But yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying the feel of this. Let me just do some random turns here. Yeah, maybe we go into a quick solve, and I'll give you my thoughts after that. Okay, yeah, not a bad little puzzle. I definitely like it better than their first version. Not on par with the GAN, but reasonable for a $12 GAN knockoff. On first impression alone, this might be my favorite puzzle of the 3 that I've tried so far in this video. Yeah, decent shades as well. This is not a bad puzzle. Okay, so I'm both excited and nervous to try this next one. This is the GAN 12 Maglev UV coated. This is a $78 puzzle, guys. I mean, look at that card. It's like a holographic Pokemon back in the day. Some instructions, I guess, for the app. Let's take a look. Very nice box. Attention to detail is high, as you would expect for a product this expensive. Let's see if I can get into this. Okay, so we've got some instructions. A whole bunch of different stuff like that we won't need. A cube bag. Looks like GAN has changed their cube bag. That looks nice, very soft. I like the deep blue. This kind of looks like AirPods I've heard people joke about, and it indeed does. This is the tools and I guess corner magnets if you want to change those out, and a tool to adjust the core. All right, let's get all that out of here and take a look at this puzzle. What is the fuss all about? Is this really worth it? So for those of you that don't know, maglev just means magnetic levitation. It means instead of springs in the core, there are 2 opposing magnets. The UV coating on this puzzle feels really nice, I've got to say. There's really long springs in the corners, and they make it want to finish the turns for you, as you can see there. That's really unique. Nobody's ever featured that in a puzzle before. Wow, I'm getting mesmerized by the feel of this. This is incredibly unique. I've never ever turned a puzzle that's felt like this. And as you know, if you've been following my channel, I think I own like every magnetic 3x3 ever made. So yeah, I've tried and touched and felt a lot of puzzles, and this is very, very unique. It will take some getting used to, just because how far I go on my turns and how much effort I have to use will change. Look at that. Look how long that magnet is. It's really unique. Little rocket ship. Mew. Yeah, and then here's what the edge looks like. So yeah, might as well go ahead and jump into a solve. I'll go ahead and put up on the screen a look of view of the internals and the core, so you can get a feel for what that looks like. This cube, though, I've got to say, just feels so nice to turn. Of these four, it's of course the one I'm most excited to get to know. Honestly, this is unique and nice enough that it has a decent chance to become my main, which, as you know, I've never mained a GAN cube. It's always been Moyu puzzles, so really excited to see where this goes. Alright friends, if you're still watching, you're awesome. Thanks for being here. So yeah, we got a yes, a meh, a so-so, a pretty good, and a very unique with lots of potential. Thanks for watching, and be sure to comment down below what one you'd like me to do a more in-depth review of. Happy cubing, y'all.